welcome back to our video series from the Spartanburg Composite Squadron. These videos are just designed to help you out with not small, but tasks, individual tasks, things that you might get stuck on in a certain duty position, or things that you're going to run into on a regular basis that hopefully these videos will help with. Today, as you saw, we're talking about transportation, and specifically the CAP Form 73 and how to fill out that form. This is all about vehicle usage, so vans, trucks, any corporate owned CAP vehicle. This is how we are going to log that information and then upload it into e-services. So let's go ahead and get rid of this, and as you can see, we are at GoCivilairpatrol.com. So you're always going to want to go back to Go Civil Air Patrol to renew your forms every once in a while. You'll download these forms and have them saved, but they do change from time to time. So you do want to check and make sure that you're always using the most up-to-date version of the form that you are using. So we're going to go to the members section. That's where most of our stuff exists. And we're going to go down to forms under publication library. Once we go to forms, again, we're talking about the CAP Form 73. So we're going to go all the way down. There we go. Form 73. This is the Vehicle Inspection and Usage Guide. So do yourself a favor. Don't click the PDF. Right-click it and say Save Link As. If you click it, it'll open in whatever PDF viewer you have in your browser. You want to specify how you want to open this. So you see I've got this saved right here. So I'm not going to save it again. But you do want to save the file before you start messing with it. So we'll go ahead and minimize this, and this is what we're looking for, the CAP Form 73. So let's start in the top right up here. I like to set these up for the whole year when I start, so I'm going to do just December 2024. That's the next one that I would do. This is December. So you want to have the month and year in there, obviously. The end of month odometer reading, you're going to write that in before you upload your form. Wing and region. So wing, we are the South Carolina wing. So it's going to be the state abbreviation, and then WG. And then our region is MAR. That's Mid-Atlantic region. Charter, you want to format this correctly. 090. That's our charter number in Spartanburg here. Vehicle identification number. Obviously, you're going to put the VIN number for your vehicle, okay? This should be in your information binder. This should be easily accessible, or you can just go look on the vehicle, okay? So I'm not going to fill that in right now. Year of the vehicle, self-explanatory. Vehicle make, also self-explanatory. Model, and then the field number is going to be the number that is on the back of your vehicle. So for ours, it is 39035 is one of the vehicles that we use, okay? So I'm not going to type in anything else. I would normally have all these boxes filled in except for the end of month odometer reading, okay? So then I would print this out and go ahead and put it in my vehicle binder. So let's talk about the different reasons why you would use each one of these boxes. So the first that we come to is admin. So this is going to be for any meetings, conferences, transportation of personnel to and from hotels, things like that. Then cadet activities, that's going to be our next item. Obviously, this is any activity pertaining to cadets and the cadet program. Orientation flights, we're doing a rocketry day maybe, an encampment, anything like that. Anything with the cadet programs, you are going to log in that cadet activities column. Mission support, this is any emergency services mission that actually has a mission number, okay? Typically, training missions are done under a mission number, so mission support is in support of those. This is where you're going to log your maintenance, any inspection time, any time you spent in repairs. If you're going to pick up supplies, pick up parts, things like that is what you are going to log under other. Whenever you do log other, you do want to put a description in there. I like to put a description for every line, but it does, it specifies that's for the other column, okay? So what do we put in these boxes then? In each one of these boxes, say we did a rocket launch, and this is for the cadet program. So say we left at 10 a.m., we got done at 2 p.m., okay? So we use the vehicle for 4 hours, Okay, so we are going to write a 4 in that box when we log it. So typically I'm going to do that obviously at the end when I bring the vehicle back. How long was the vehicle in my possession and it was not usable by others? Okay, that's what we're going to log right there. So as you go through the month, that is how you're going to use these columns. And then at the bottom, in the top left, and it tells you right here, in the top left, we're going to total up how many times we used the vehicle for that specific column. So if we had, say, this was our log, okay? We had 4, 2, 3, and 6. So we're going to log 4 in the top left corner of that box. We used the vehicle 4 times for cadet activities. Then we're going to log 15 in the bottom right of that box. That's how many total hours we used for cadet activities. You're going to see that these are going to correspond with the way you enter this into ORMS. So again, top left is count the boxes that have numbers in them. Bottom right is going to be add up the numbers in the boxes. Back over to the right side real quick. Nothing needs to be logged in the items to be checked daily section, except you do need to sign this when you check the tire pressure at the beginning of the month. It's very common for members to check the tire pressure each time the vehicle is used. That's not a bad practice, but just recognize that it is required to be done monthly and signed. Every other tire inspection can visual inspection. Okay, so you're going to sign and date it when you did the tire pressure check. On to the second page. The vehicle operator discrepancy report. So this is where we are going to log issues found during our pre-inspection and our post-inspection. Okay, anything that comes up during vehicle operation, any issues that you have with the vehicle. Then you want to log what the issue was and the date that you found that issue. And if you fix it right away, it's no big deal. You still want to log it, but you can note that it was fixed in that same section. Okay. Now, let me go back to the first page real quick. You see that in the top left of this, it says times used. So we used it again 4 times in this example. Okay. So I'm going to start at the first and continue on each time I use in sequential order in the front of the sheet. In the back of the sheet, it's going to be a little different picture. You'll notice there are 31 sections that you can use. Each one has a driver cap ID and an inspector cap ID. For this section, you are only going to log on the day that you used it. So say our first event was on the 4th. I don't know whose cap ID is 1111111, but you're a lucky person. Then the next one was on the 6th. Okay. And then we used it on the 30th and the 31st. Okay. So remember, this is based on what date you're actually using the vehicle. A lot of times that gets confusing with members. Just recognize there's 31 columns. That's what we need that for. Okay. So the additional comments section is really anything else, any other problems or issues you experience with the vehicle or note with the vehicle. Say you do the tire inspection and note that the tires need to be replaced this year. That's a great thing to add in the additional comments section. Or you notice that the AC maybe smells funny. That's nothing's broken. It's just an observation. Okay. So these are good things to put in our additional comments section down in the right side. That's your Form 73. It is just that simple. Then uploading it, you're just going to scan this in and enter it into ORMS. I will quickly show you what that process looks like. And we're going to go to Civilairpatrol e-services. We're going to sign in. I'm going to zoom in so we can see a little better. We're going to click up here to the hamburger and go down to logistics. Under logistics, you're going to see the operational resource management system. You'll click on that. as with any e-services module, you're going to click the red drop down in the top left. This is going to bring you to all your options under ORMS. We're going to scroll down to vehicle usage entry. Now, we have multiple vehicles at our unit, so make sure you're selecting the right one. The Form 73 that we just filled out was for 39035, so we would select that one. And then, as I said, we would log, I'm not going to do it in this one, but we would log 4 instances right here, and we would log our number of hours of 15 hours in this box. Then we would put our odometer reading and upload the Form 73 once we scan it into our computer. After you do that, all of your Form 73s are accessible. If you ever lose one, you are required to keep 12 months of those on file. So you can, if you lose one, you can go back and print ones that you miss out on, okay? So that is really all there is to a Form 73. Super easy, not complicated. And as always, if you have any questions, please leave those in the comments below. You're welcome to email me as well with any issues you have or questions you have. And if you'd like to recommend another topic or an issue that you're having that we could make a video on, please feel free to reach out and let us know that as well. Hope this helps. Thanks. Have a great day.